Well, behind us is the exterior marquee screen, and right beside me is Kelly McGrath, Director of Sales and Marketing with the Xcel Energy Center. It's such a great-looking building, and is it a case where the building has helped you build up this area as well?
Quite a bit. We're located right in the heart of downtown St. Paul, the capital city here in Minnesota. The main drag here is 7th Street. So 7th Street has always had some good restaurants. McGovern's has been here forever. If you're a St. Paulite, you know that place. And the different areas have really done well due to the strength of the hockey team and the other events we have here in the building.
I know you understand the cold because you're a native Minnesotan, but let's go inside, warm up, and have a look at the rest of the building.
Great.
Okay, now we're somewhere much cozier, and in a state that has 10,000 lakes, I guess you have to have a place called the Fishing Lodge. What's sort of the background on this?
You know, the Fishing Lodge we built out after our first year. It's a premium area for our on-the-glass season ticket holders. So those folks that sit in the very first row for the Minnesota Wild games have access pre- and post-game to the Fishing Lodge.
Okay, we're at the bottom level of the arena. Let's work our way up. Kelly, there's no official record for widest concourse of any NHL building, but I would have to think this is one of them. How important is it for people, to have some space, because they sit beside someone all game long, to, have a little bit of elbow room once they get out here to buy whatever kind of snacks they'd like to get?
Yeah, here at the Xcel Energy Center for most of our events, and especially for our Wild games, which we've sold out every one since our inception, we want to give people space to move around. So we have extra wide concourses here that circle the whole ring, but they're also wide on all the levels. And another nice feature is we're open to the lower bowl. In other words, you don't walk down a tunnel to get to your seats. So if you're standing here, you have time, for a beer and a hot dog, suddenly you hear the crowd start to get going on, there's a fight, or somebody's on a breakaway, you can quickly get back to the top of the concourse and see what's going on the ice.
Yeah, and let's go there right now. One of the kind of neat little concepts is that you go from the concourse that you were discussing, and here you are right away by the seats. First of all, how big is the Xcel Energy Center when it comes to seating?
For us, for hockey, a sellout is 18,064. So we're a pretty big house. Concerts, depending on the configuration, if someone's in the round, we can push about 20,000 for seating.
Now, when you discuss seating, a lot of places say, oh, there isn't a bad seat in the house, but you really believe that here?
We don't just believe it, it's true. So you can check them all out if you want to.
Well, we might have picked the warmest spot here, Kelly. It's kind of nice and toasty warm here. Lots of food available in buildings, but do you have to really sort of figure out what types of food you want? You have the sort of the quick fast food type, and then in this restaurant a little more upper scale.
Yeah, right now we're in Headwaters, another tip of the cap to the state of hockey, the state of Minnesota. Headwaters Bar and Restaurant, which is on our club level. It's a very high-end restaurant in terms of the quality of service, the level of food. People are always pleasantly surprised that they can come to a game or a concert and find a restaurant with this good of food in the building. So it's certainly one of our highlights when people are at a game. It makes any occasion a special occasion because you can come and dine with us pregame.
Kelly, only one NHL team calls this their home, but Minnesota Wild jersey isn't the only jersey you'll find in this building. What's the deal on all these jerseys that we see?
Yeah, it's hard to miss. It's one of the first things you see when you walk in the building is our jersey wall. And what we've done is we have the sweaters from every team for boys and girls high school that play here in the state of hockey, the state of Minnesota.
Let's go into your suite here and see what we can find. Wow, I can't believe how big this is. How many people can fit in here, and how many suites do you have?
Yeah, we're in right now what we call an event suite. We have 2 of this size on each of the 4 corners. So these are bigger that we sell on a game-by-game basis. Otherwise, we have 74 suites in the building. We have 62 on this level. We're on the suite level right now. And then on the lower level, we have 12 suites.
Kelly, as we finish up, one thing we haven't really discussed is how old is the building and when it was built?
We opened our doors in September of 2000. So next year we'll celebrate our 10th anniversary.
Thank you very much for the very scenic tour, and a Merry Christmas to you.
Our pleasure. Merry Christmas to you.